Joseph Joubert once wrote, "Without the spiritual world, the material world is a disheartening enigma." In this brief statement, Joubert captured a timeless struggle, the search for meaning beyond the physical realities of life. His words remind us that the world we see, touch, and measure is not enough on its own to satisfy the deeper longings of the human spirit. Without some higher truth, purpose, or spiritual dimension, life risks being reduced to a puzzle with no answer. When we look only at the material world, we see impressive achievements: science, technology, and human progress. But alongside these triumphs, we also encounter suffering, injustice, and the certainty of death. If matter and chance are all that exist, then even the brightest moments of life are fleeting, and every human effort is ultimately swallowed by time. The material world without a greater context can feel cold, indifferent, and discouraging. In Joubert's words, disheartening. The spiritual world is not limited to traditional religion. It encompasses everything that lifts us beyond the material. Moral values, the pursuit of truth, love, beauty, conscience, and belief in something greater than ourselves. This realm provides the lens through which the mysteries of life begin to make sense. It allows us to see suffering as redemptive, death as a passage rather than an end, and joy as a reflection of something eternal. In other words, the spiritual dimension gives coherence and hope to the human experience. In today's society, many people wrestle with Joubert's enigma. We live in an age of consumerism and scientific advancement, yet rates of loneliness, depression, and anxiety remain high. Material success often fails to bring lasting fulfillment. This echoes Joubert's warning. When life is measured only by possessions, status, or physical survival, it feels incomplete. The hunger for meaning, purpose, and transcendence cannot be satisfied by material things alone. Those who embrace spirituality, whether through faith, philosophy, or a deep appreciation of beauty and human connection, often find that the world opens up with richer significance. Relationships become sacred, suffering becomes an opportunity for growth, and daily life reflects a larger story. Joseph Joubert's insight is as relevant now as it was in his time. The material world is real, but without the spiritual world, it remains a riddle with no satisfying answer. By holding both together, matter and spirit, we find a life that is not just bearable, but meaningful. In essence, Joubert reminds us that the spiritual world is not an escape from reality, but the key that unlocks its deepest truths.